If you're thinking about using this product, you need to watch this video. I'm gonna unleash very harsh, honest opinion, what it is actually like to use this product. This Terrazzo, am I even saying that right? I don't even know. Anyways, I thought this Terrazzo decorative granite resurface would be the perfect solution for our super ugly front porch. After spending almost a week on this project, way more money than I thought, I'm not so sure I would recommend it to the end because why? Watch the end and I'll tell you everything you need to know before using this product. These concrete steps are at our front door and it looks terrible when you come to our house. They are cracked and in super rough shape, but as you probably know, it would cost a lot of money to redo them. So we're gonna do what I thought was a cheap DIY, but I want you to watch this first because it is not nearly as cheap as I thought. We started by giving the concrete a really good pressure wash. When that was dry, I decided to try this DAP concrete patch. I had seen it online and wanted to see if it worked for this application. It was really important to patch these cracks, not just for looks, but for functionality because the wasps were getting in them and they were making nests under our front steps. We had tried to kill them, but it was so hard. I did put a little steel wool in and then put some patch over top, and that seemed to look pretty good. I let it dry and then I gave it a quick sand just to get rid of the really rough spots. Hey, I'm Jackie from So Bright Home. I'm a mom of two and life is chaotic, but I am here to show some simple DIY projects that you can do to transform your home. Now, this is a simple DIY project. It was more complicated than it needs to be, but that's why I'm sharing it with you so that you can learn from all of my flaws and mistakes to make it an easy DIY project that you can do in a weekend. Let's do this. Another thing I learned you're supposed to do is not worry about a tray. You're supposed to just dump the paint onto the surface directly and then use a roller to spread it around, which I was doing, but you're supposed to wet the roller first and then spread it around. Uh-oh. That brings me to the first two mistakes. So one was cutting in. I shouldn't have cut in. You should just use a roller. And I mean, I guess you can kind of cut in a little bit if you have to, but I didn't really need to around the edges, and I shouldn't have, because two, I also shouldn't have been doing it in the super hot direct sunlight. So as you can see here, it was drying really fast, and that cut in line that I did that dried really fast, I never could get rid of it. So two things to avoid: cutting in and working in the direct heat when it's going to dry very fast. And this is how it dried. It looks like shit. It's terrible. You can see through it. I didn't think you would be able to see through it. So I went back to the building supply store, told them I was not happy, explained the situation. They ended up adding paint to it. So this is what happened next. Let me show you. First, they mixed two different cans. The paint was a little bit different. So that's why I'm mixing both of those painted cans together in one bucket.
I don't know what day I'm on, probably like day 3. And I think I've kind of got a bit of a plan, but the annoying thing about this paint is it takes 24 hours to dry before you can recoat it. It's a slow process, but here we go. We're just going to keep going and trust the process.
So the cans with the paint mixed in definitely covered everything. It was basically like paint, but then you couldn't see the change in color of the little bits, and that was the look I was going for. So I decided to cover everything again in the painted stuff, but also knew I wasn't done yet. Okay, I kind of feel like I'm taking one step forward and one back, but I got a plan, and it's coming along, and it's not going to end like this. 24 hours later, and I was back at it again, and yes, I had to buy another can of that expensive Terrazzo crap. And did I mention how terrible it is to mix? It's like basically like white glue with all these speckles in it, and the speckles are sunk to the bottom. It was really hard to mix it. Oh yeah, this is where I made that cutting in mistake again.
I don't know, if I didn't notice it the first time or what, but I can see it looking back in the video. Anyways, I cut in, and again, it was so hot it dried, and I went over it, and I kept trying to go over it to like blend in the cut in part, but it didn't. You'll see in the end. It's terrible. Feeling pretty depressed about this project. I've been working on it for days, and I've gone through so many cans of paint, and honestly, I'm not buying any more, and I don't even know if this is it. I'll show you what I got. Obviously, still needs to dry, but this is it. I did that line cutting it in. I should have never done that. I'm not sure if that's gonna be covered or not. I'm worried about it, that you can still see it. I just have to wait for it to dry to see if it's gonna be okay. There's hope for us yet here. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna clean it off. At this point, I'm done spending money, so top coat it is, no matter what. Top coat's going on, and we're gonna be done. Okay, I think it's looking okay. I'm gonna let this dry and do another coat.
Here it is, my extremely honest review of this Terrazzo concrete covering. Would I recommend it? You know, I'm gonna have to say no, but in the end, I am happy with how it turned out for the most part, with a few flaws, but it's a terrible product to use. It's tricky, and it cost way more money than I thought. It's over 80 bucks for a can of this. What do you think? Are you gonna give this a try? So yeah, if you want DIY projects that you can do, make sure to hit subscribe, because success or fail, I'm here to show it all with you. This is real DIYs over here at So Bright Home. See you in the next video. Cut.